And I
dreams and data streams. Listen close, it's closer than it seems. Fix the flaws, see through the smog. Counter serve will join the blog.
Hello and welcome to Counter Surveil. We're going to start things off with a little announcement by Sledge.
Yes. If anybody is in the Arizona area, you have no excuse. Cactus Con, February 6th through 7th. And if you've been following us for a while, we had Andrew Wilson on just a few months ago. He ran it for a few years though, but I think his wife's doing it now. But Cactus Con's awesome. It started out with just a handful of us, and it grew to where I think they're pushing 3,000 plus people now. So yeah, 6th through 7th, go check it out. I'm not going to be there this year because funeral last week, and now I'm broke. Unless somebody wants to give me $1,000.
Cactus Con. I've heard good things about that one over the years.
You talked up a big announcement. I'm sitting here like, oh no, what's going to happen? And it's just about Cactus Con. Okay. Well.
Oh, the bigger announcement. Yeah, I'm still alive.
Oh, well, that's ideal. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I too am still alive. Ev is still alive as well. For those who are wondering, she's just not here today. She's busy. And of course, Frank is doing well.
I am well. Unlike Steve, who had to go to the hospital yet again. This freaking guy. Every time I reach out, he's in the hospital. It's like, what's going on?
Trying to die. Like
I'm never leaving the house again.
bro is absolutely always trying to get got.
That's
So
what
we got some interesting shit to talk about this week. Anna's Archive starting it off, man. So the government did some dirty shit. They decided to have a court case against them without actually like making it public or telling anybody it was happening. And they took away their top level domain and also told Cloudflare that they cannot proxy the website.
So let's back up.
Yeah. So what is
Anna's Archive?
So Anna's Archive is an archive for books originally. So you could pirate books basically. And they got in trouble because they started posting links to the Spotify shit from the other day. And that's what got all the heat brought on them.
Yeah.
So that catches everybody up to speed.
For those of you who don't know, they figured out a way to essentially mirror all of Spotify, pull down MP3 versions of all the songs. And they were linking to a torrent of it that was about 300 gigs of data.
Terabytes.
Oh, it's terabytes? I thought it was
300 terabytes in total. 12 is known to be downloadable.
Damn. That's a lot. That's a lot of data. Anyway, so they just Spotify essentially was the ones who brought the lawsuit forward. They won a court order against them, and they have to take down the .org domain, as well as a couple other top level domains that they had. And it seems that the website is still accessible via like .fi and what's the other one? Another top level domain from another country. Yeah, like other backup domains that they set up for it are still .se went down. .li is still up. Torrent Freak, the reporting website there, noticed a recent change to a portion of their website that linked to torrents of Spotify data, now saying unavailable till further notice. Maybe they're trying to not get more heat and taken down again. So,
and if anybody has that torrent, totally don't drop it in the comments.
Yeah, don't put that here. We wouldn't want to
Never.
facilitate sharing
No.
data. Yeah, the
200.
entire scrape is said to be around 300 terabytes worth of Spotify's most streamed songs. Yeah, it's nice.
I did my
Preliminary-
homework.
Very good, very good.
To parody, or well, to quote Netflix, love is sharing a password. To parody Netflix, love is sharing a dump of Spotify.
You wouldn't download a car. Hell yeah, I would.
The fuck, I wouldn't.
Exactly. Dump the whole Netflix catalog next.
Like all
Yeah.
this legal bullshit. It's like torrents. This is how you get torrents.
Yeah, huh?
Like people are gonna be sharing this like it's gold.
So also, it's WorldCat. That's also a thing that the judge ruled that they have to delete all. WorldCat is interlibrary ebook system thing, and they have apparently a lot of the ebooks that were on Anna's archive were ripped from there. So a judge also ruled that Anna's archive must delete all copies of its WorldCat data and stop scraping, using, storing, and distributing their data. And WorldCat claims monetary loss because the scraping hurt their web server somehow in their made-up minds. So, you know,
And I technically
the
was that the
beautiful thing about-
nonprofit or was that a different one? There's a nonprofit linked in here somewhere.
that's WorldCat. It's towards the
That is
bottom of the
WorldCat.
article.
Okay.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about this is I'm sure all of this is probably hosted outside of the States, and those dudes aren't going to give a fuck.
They even say that in the article. They're like, we know we're breaking copyright law. We do it on purpose.
Right.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What happened to the good old days? We could just upload full albums and throw it on MediaFire and just send out the link.
Yeah, or back when LimeWire was sending out Linkin Park.exe files.
We used to do the MediaFire thing and host it on like a blog to where you could scroll through the blog and find links to MediaFire, right? So I'd
That's
have
dope.
hundreds of gigs of stuff on there. And the only copyright infraction I ever got was because I had the Red Hot Chili Peppers album cover. That's
Wow.
it. It was just the album art.
So the stuff wasn't smart enough to know that it was bad or good if it was audio.
Nope, they didn't even care about the audio. It was just the picture.
Cool. At times,
I was like, okay.
absolutely crazy.
So this is the actual article here. So Spotify won court order against Anna's archive, taking down .org domain. And we kind of covered this, just in case there's anything that we missed. Today, PIR and Cloudflare have the power to shut off access to the 3 web domains that Anna's archive uses to unlawfully distribute copyrighted works. The music companies told the court. They asked the court to issue a temporary restraining order requiring Anna's archive immediately cease and desist all reproduction and distribution of the record company plaintiff's copyrighted works and exercise its power under the All Wits Act to direct PIR and Cloudflare to facilitate enforcement of that offer. It's crazy. This is
Are
very
we gonna have
similar
to start rolling our own DNS? Shit.
that there's already like unstoppable DNS, but that requires a plugin, so nobody uses it.
Yeah.
Do we need a?
What were you saying though?
DNS domain now? Is that what's happening? Are we rolling our own DNS? Oh no! Where's that when we need her?
It links to roll your own crypto.
No.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
This kind of reminds me of when Microsoft won that court order, getting a bunch of top level domains just taken down off the internet that were being used by threat actors for command and control. They just pretty much nuked them off the internet with a court order. So they set that precedent now, I guess. So if you don't like what somebody's doing, you just take their domain away.
No freedom of
Yeah,
speech.
that's
Absolute
that's-
nonsense.
that's not okay.
Yeah, no. That's not what freedom's about. But
Freedom
we're
isn't
not about
free.
that. We're not about that in 2026. So, holy shit, it's 2026. Oh God,
All that I
Oh,
learned
God,
from
God.
this is I need to go buy more hard drives.
that's
Yeah.
all you need to buy.
At least you don't need to buy more RAM. It costs so much freaking money now.
Yeah. Talk about unobtainium. Ooh,
Yeah.
Because I was definitely looking at building a new machine. Excuse me. I was definitely looking at building another machine to replace my desktop here, and not doing that. No, not right
That's 'cause
now.
all the RAM companies have made deals with the AI companies
Yep.
to sell them chips in the future, which is
Yep.
like driven up the price of.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Asus said they're
insane.
getting into the RAM game though, so hopefully, maybe, possibly, but
Yeah.
it'll still take
Maybe.
at least a year or two to even out, which is nonsense.
Next article we've got is Microsoft had to push out emergency updates to fix a broken Windows patch again. At least this one didn't crash
Okay,
all of
yeah.
Windows. This just
Color
made
me
it
shocked.
impossible to use Outlook. The other
Oh,
product,
no.
also from Microsoft, that's in use in the corporate world by almost everybody who has a job in corporate America.
Yep.
It's like, let's break the mail client and make it completely unusable, freeze and break.
I did that once. Only we used SCCM and completely killed everything in our organization. It was a great time.
So the bright side of this is you have something like a good excuse as to why you didn't respond to that email that one day.
There you go.
It was
I
Microsoft's
remember when-
fault.
I remember one day when I went to go turn on my work laptop and it blue screened, and that was the day the CrowdStrike thing happened. And
Oh,
I was
wow.
actually like the first one on my team to actually get my own laptop back up and running because I just, I had a Linux CD, and I managed
There you
to
go.
use that to get the damn thing, mount the file system, and make the changes necessary to. I think it was just deleting a DLL file,
Mhm.
fix that shit. So
0365, you mean 0404?
yeah,
Not 04 that's good. Actually, that's good. I like that.
0404.
I might end up using that later. Nothing.
And they actually issued several out-of-band updates as well to fix problems this Patch Tuesday. For shit they don't officially support anymore.
Cool. This-
So it not only broke the ability to access Outlook, but also it broke Azure Virtual Desktop and Windows 365 cloud environments. So companies doing VDI had employees who could not get into work because they could not log into the VDI environment and access their virtual desktop.
rough.
Yeah, it's tough when you push out patches that you don't test very well and they break shit everywhere.
Yeah, that sounds also like CrowdStrike.
Yeah,
Tell Bill to get his shit together. Bro needs to get out.
Slop. So some users are calling Microsoft's micro slop in response to this.
Yeah, that's good.
Close enough.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're using AI to write patches. I would explain.
Oh no, not vibe coding. Oh no,
Gemini.
Oh no, not vibe coding patches.
It says 30% of Microsoft's own projects are now vibe coded using AI. So we see them vibe coding a patch causing.
No,
kind of
That'd
shit.
be amazing if they're not using Gemini. Like if they're
I-
using something
like
else.
Copilot.
Yeah, or
They
something.
should be using Claude because it's better than freaking Gemini at coding.
I mean, it'd just be
cannot wait.
amazing if they're using somebody else's competitor for their vibe coding shit.
I
That would be
genuinely
funny.
can't wait for this fucking bubble to burst. It is absolutely terrible. I fucking hate the AI bubble. It's so bad.
The AI wars is going to be interesting. There's like
had
three big ones in the game right now. We think at least one's going to flop by the end of next year.
I had to upgrade my phone. Okay. So I had an old Note 20, right? And my organization reached out to me and said, hey, you've got an old phone. It's not going to work. Iterate, because you don't get updates or whatever anymore because I've got an old phone. So I've updated my phone. I fucking hate all the AI features that they force on you that you can't shut the fuck off.
Dude,
And if
I
I
just
root
got
the
the new
phone-
Samsung. AI everything. It's like,
If I root the phone, I can't use my banking apps, which fuck me, dude. So like, I fucking hate this. I hate this.
Well, you can use another, OS image. It doesn't have to be rooted. You can lock the bootloader after you put the image on, like I do with Graphene. I'm not
Well,
leaving Super Sue on there.
the it's a S24 Ultra. It's I don't even know if they have something like that out there for it. I haven't looked, but it is an unlockable one. So like I did make sure I didn't get a Verizon variant. So should be fine. I'll figure something out. I'm smart. But I hate that shit. I want to fucking nuke that thing because my old one didn't have all this. It was like nice and simple, and I could use fucking now AI is like Mega Man, you can jump and shoot. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. What you bullshit?
AI's like, were you talking to me? What do you want? I want you to go away and die.
Yeah. If you guys remember rainbow tables from back in the day,
Yep.
Mandiant
I know,
has
right?
released a bunch of rainbow tables enabling NTLM v1 admin password cracking. By the way, if you're still using NTLM v1, I don't think you should still be in business.
You deserve whatever you get.
Funny
Yeah.
story about that, but we are currently working on a DEF CON talk around that about some vulnerabilities we found over the weekend. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Who was at your house the other day? I didn't notice that face.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, all right. Well, tell me later because I'm curious. That dude looked based as hell.
Oh, he is.
I want to go have fun with you guys. Fuck.
So, for some reason, Mandiant has publicly released a comprehensive data set of net NTLM v1 rainbow tables. Oh, it's net NTLM. That's the one that you get from Outlook Web Access, net NTLM. It's different than regular NTLM. Signaling an aggressive push to eliminate legacy authentication protocol that has remained insecure for over 2 decades. Didn't Microsoft depreciate NTLM completely or at least set a date to do so and recommend that we use Kerberos or some shit instead? Pretty sure I saw
thought
something
so.
about that. Yeah, pretty sure regular NTLM v2 is also like no more
Correct.
considered not
Yeah.
secure anymore. So
It just takes a little bit longer.
yeah.
And then
This
that's
release,
all the rainbow table really does anyways, just saves you some time. It's still easily crackable.
arguably, you're going to crack shit faster using a good password list than you will with a rainbow table. You know
That too. And then a rainbow table, you got to have the storage space because you got that space time trade off.
Yeah, and also a rainbow table, it's going to iterate through every single freaking possible password combination versus, a password list that's going to be the most likely. So I would
Yeah.
argue, what was that tool?
Rainbow
that
table's good
CDC
if it's completely random.
Yeah. CDC put out a tool that had rainbow tables on a DVD a long time ago for like a Windows box. You just put the DVD in and it would grab the hash from the registry and then try and crack it on the same machine you loaded it into.
Was that off crack?
Yeah, I think it was.
Offcrack was a Linux distribution.
Loft crack.
Loft,
Not off,
maybe.
maybe. Anyhow.
Yeah, off crack.
Security,
Yeah,
Password
Offcrack.
cracker based on rainbow
Yep.
tables.
security research community has already created a derivative work and it's hosting pre-optimized tables compatible with rainbow table cracking tools, including Rainbow Crack NG, and GPU accelerated implementations like Rainbow Crackalack.
Back in the day,
Rainbow Crack-
I was buying hard drives just to store rainbow tables because I thought they were cool. And I'd use them for Wi-Fi. So I'd have the rainbow tables for all the WPA and WPA2 shit.
Once DES keys are recovered, attackers reconstruct the complete NT hash using either additional computations or lookup tables such as 2 bytes, then leverage tools such as secretsdump.py to execute DC sync attacks. DC sync are cool, man. Yeah, it's like, hey, I'm a domain controller. Give me all your passwords.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you for all the passwords. I'll get right to you, son, using these. Organizations must immediately disable net NTLM v1 via group policy by going to computer configuration policies, Windows settings, security settings, local policies, local options, and then setting network security and LAN manager authentication to NTLM v2 response only. However,
Somebody's just
media
going to
members-
blindly do that, and it's
Yep.
going to bring down the entire
Yep.
everything.
They've got
Oh
they've
yeah,
got a
all
whole
the
bunch-
shit that relies on legacy auth just stops working.
they've got some. It's a hospital or some shit on some Windows 2000 nonsense, and it's just gonna make everything take a shit. Absolutely, 1000%. Just wait for it. But
If you want a
Mandy,
day
oh,
off-
Mandiant emphasizes that configuration changes alone prove insufficient. Attackers with temporary admin can revert security settings after launching attacks, necessitating aggressive monitoring. Yep, keep those socks in business. Security teams should audit event 4624 logs for authentication events where the package name field contains LM or NTLM v1, enabling detection of protocol downgrade attempts. Yep,
Yep.
That's a useful detection, I'd argue, but you're going to have to tune the shit out of it because there's going to be a lot of legacy programs that are downgrading authentication that they're probably going to be in use, like old web apps, stupid shit.
Yep.
Mandiant releases. This Mandiant release crystallizes an uncomfortable reality. Security gaps known for 25 years remain exploitable because organizational inertia outpaces remediation urgency. Yeah, true. I mean, look, you can sometimes still find freaking Windows XP boxes that are in use. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
An afternoon on Shodan. What?
Right.
It's like I want to use MS 08067 again.
If you could find XP on Shodan, it's a honeypot.
Mm.
Usually.
We should put a Windows
Either
XP
that or it's already been owned, and it's got like 9 other people who are actively sitting on it.
No, man, it's running some kind of like a silo software on a farm somewhere. Absolutely.
And in what not to do, a Tennessee man has pled guilty of hacking the U.S. Supreme Court's electronic filing system and breaching accounts at AmeriCorps, U.S. federal agency, and the Department of Veterans Affairs. This idiot not only hacked this, but he took screenshots of it and posted it to Instagram.
So does it define
it wasn't on a War Thunder forum or some shit?
No, Instagram. Like, if you're gonna, you'd think it'd be like some stupid, like, Black Hat forum bullshit. But no, the guy's posting the screenshots of hacking into federal systems on Instagram for internet points.
Does the article show what he actually did, or was the door just wide open like it is sometimes?
Let's see. They say that 24-year-old Nicholas Moore of Springfield, Tennessee, had access to the Supreme Court's restricted electronic filing system at least 25 times using stolen credentials. So he had stolen credentials. Additionally, he sometimes logged into the Supreme Court's systems multiple times a day using the same compromised credentials. He admittedly bragged about them on Instagram, posting screenshots containing victims' names and filing system details from the Supreme Court account to an account named I Hacked the Government.
At I Hacked the Government, all one word.
What happened to Shut the Fuck Up Friday?
Bro, he got what he deserved. That's what happened. He got what he deserved. That's exactly
for
it. He got what he deserved. Jesus.
So he posted the screenshots on his Instagram account, I Hacked the Government, of his Supreme Court filing system details, including victims' names and other personal information. He also compromised My AmeriCorps credentials to access a second victim's account several times. Do these people not two-factor their shit? That like this guy can have credentials and just be like, I'm in now.
No.
Or do they not notice that he's logging in from wherever?
Normal people. Okay, so we're weird in that we look at that kind of thing. Normal people don't do that. Normal people don't pay any attention to shit when they get notifications where emails come in that say, "Hey, you got a weird login or something." Normal people don't give a shit about that.
I even got flagged for logging into my work from Colorado when I live in Georgia. Like, you guys should be looking at stuff like that.
Yeah.
He apparently also used stolen login credentials from a U.S. Marine Corps veteran to access the Department of Veteran Affairs My Health Vet online personal record on 5 occasions. So he hacked some random vet and went through their records. The hack allowed Moore to access the veteran.
It was his grandpa that left his computer open or something.
That, or if he just got it from like a data dump that they've reused the passwords. I'm not hacking the government that way, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I've absolutely used that trick to find people's passwords.
Same. You know, a little $5 in a dehashed account.
Yeah, man, right? That's all I'm saying. Good Lord.
You know,
That's
I
wild.
tried to build my own dehashed once. I had an Elastic Stack set up, and I had a whole bunch of breach data, and I was trying to feed it in and index it and get it normalized, and it was a pain in the ass.
Yep, which we only had that tool that Moloch was talking about, the data normalizer thing.
Yeah. There was one on a GitHub I saw not long ago that looked good. I forgot to freaking bookmark it, though. And then that was the whole thing. It takes data breaches and indexes them.
I'm sure with a quick Google search, you could probably find it.
You know, I'm going to find a bunch of other bullshit that's not going to be that one. That's how it works.
That's fair. That's fair.
So those are the 4 big articles I had to talk about this week. This.weekinsecurity.com. Anything on there today? Let's see. We always go past issues when we come to this website, and then we click the most recent one. Well, we got FBI searches
What do you
home
got there, Mr. Sir? Is that your ducky?
I have a pirate ducky that I'm printing an absolute insane amount of, and I'll get back to these because I want to talk to you guys about how your New Year's and Christmas and everything went. But duckies, well, go ahead and
I
finish
do like duckies.
all that. Go ahead and finish the stories, and then we can get into some bullshit.
Sure. The FBI searches home and seizes devices of a Washington Post reporter. This was a Washington Post journalist, Hannah Nathanson, on Wednesday morning as part of an investigation into an alleged leak of classified information by a government contractor filed under Not Good on the U.S. Democracy Downward Slide. This is a major escalation of Trump's first term when he used the DOJ to secretly obtain the phone and email records of a journalist at the Post, New York Times, and CNN to advance government leak investigations. The public and Biden DOJ only found out after Trump left office, prompting Biden's AG Merrick Garland to ban the practice. The Press Act would have codified DOJ policy into law with near universal bipartisan support, but Senator Tom Cotton blocked its passage and the bill failed. Trump's new AG, Pam Bondi, reversed the policy set in Trump's second term, and here we are. So targeting reporters who have opinions you don't like is what we're doing now.
Sounds about like every president we've ever had. Who's surprised?
Iran internet shutdown crosses into a week. I did see that they opened up in a limited capacity the internet for government officials and people who are involved directly with certain economic activities. But Iran's internet for most people is still down due to not wanting reporting on the protests. So
this is where we need more mesh networks or more people involved in mesh networking with drones, and you can just drop access points for people to use.
Yeah.
If your government shuts down your internet, shut down your government.
They're also trying to jam Starlink satellites. You know, they don't want people to have internet access there. So wonderful. Staying with Iran, somewhat adjacently, a phishing campaign going around this week targeting folks involved in the Iran-related activities. UK-based Iranian activists received a phishing link by WhatsApp and shared details with TechCrunch. They grabbed a copy of the phishing page's source code and with the help of experts dissected the credential stealing campaign and explored its surveillance capabilities, including the ability to steal a person's location data. A bug in the code allowed them to view some of the stolen data that attackers had already collected, including their email addresses and passwords. The data included the boss of an Israeli drone maker, a Lebanese cabinet minister, a journalist, and others.
I'd be curious if anybody's got their ham license, the radio and antenna to do so. See if you can CQ or hit talk to anybody out there in Iran. Can't talk.
Hello, Iran. It is us.
CQ.
I'm gonna need you guys to tone that joke down.
Oh,
Okay, all right. Well, then fuck you both. Fine.
I got it. That's like a dad joke I would make.
Yeah, well, I fucking made it first. Where's Ev when we need her?
Police unmasked millions of surveillance targets because of a Flock redaction error. So Flock, who makes these license plate reader cameras, when people do a FOIL request and they want to get data from them, the police departments would then send the data dump back to the people, and it would have a lot more data than the person requested. And then that data, was things that really shouldn't have been in that data. So they flucked up. Is the
Wow.
thing here.
And now there's a website out there. I think it's haveibeenflocked.com or
Yep.
something like that to see if you've been out there.
Yeah, I'm positive you have.
mentioned
If you are driving a car in the last 2 years, you have absolutely been flocked.
Well,
But
flock
also-
you too, buddy.
Go
And Flock
fucking harass them with FOIA requests. This is all illegal
Flock's
shit
going
anyway.
after 'em. Flock's going after that website. Have I been flocked? In
Yeah,
part,
well-
largely because Flock flocked up after police departments failed to redact license plates when releasing public records requests. As such, the site's database now lets people search 2.3 million license plates from unredacted Flock logs, and millions more are subject to police searches. See, the logs that they released would tell the person who got them stuff that the regular people are not supposed to know, such as, is this person under investigation by the police? So if you requested the license plate reader data, you would get a bunch of license plates, the names of the people who license plate belong to, and also the fact that if this person is under active investigation by a police department or federal agency. So there's a bit too much information to give out from a FOIL request. So
Never.
to be fair, their system was not designed to be compliant with FOIL requests. So when people asked for the data, they just gave them what they had, and that's what happened.
I bet you they're not even FedRIP compliant.
Yeah, this one's stupid. So Bluetooth, which we all know is a stupid protocol. Well, now there's this vulnerability that lets you snoop into wireless headsets.
But my headphones.
So, like, if you want to hear what somebody's listening to on their Bluetooth headset, this would let you essentially fast pair on an already paired thing and listen in, which is
Cool.
kind of cool.
You used to be, it was like 10 years ago, I think, you were able to do that with the older protocols.
So you have the ability to disrupt audio and phone calls, as well as live listen to the victim's device's microphone. So you can pretty much turn somebody's phone into a bug, which is great. You got to be pretty close to them, but still.
30 feet.
It's messy flaw. And you can't patch it easily is the thing, because, the Android ecosystem is garbage. Everybody patches when they feel like it and what they feel like. And some of this stuff is going to be on a chip, which is going to make it even harder to patch. You have to write code around it.
Well, hopefully it's at least spicy.
It's always spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of N8N instances online remain vulnerable to max severity bug. This is a 10 out of 10 maximum security flaw in an open source workflow platform, N8N, which allows users to connect various apps together and is exposing some 50,000 vulnerable instances. It's a central automation hub, and it'll often have API keys, OAuth tokens, database creds, and much more. And with 50,000 vulnerable instances out there, that's just 50,000 opportunities for bad actors to go get those database credentials, dump the databases, do all sorts of nastiness. So hopefully people who are running that are keeping that up to date.
A dumping we will go.
The dumping we will go. Smarter Mail critical bug allows unauthenticated RCE. So we got another spicy 10 out of 10 one in a popular mail email software called Smarter Mail. This permits unauthenticated file uploads, such as web shells or malware, to any location on a vulnerable web server. And there's about 6,400 servers like that online per shadow
Never
server.
even heard of it.
Yeah, I've not heard of it either, but there's 6,400 vulnerable servers running it, and that is per shadow server. And they're kind of like Shodan, but they cost more, and they only give access to some people. U.S. cargo tech giant exposed shipping systems with and customer data to the web. Cargo tech. Blue Spark Global is not a household name, but tech firm that handles global shipping for hundreds of large companies. Eaton Zavere, I know I screwed that one up, found 5 separate
Severely.
10 out of 10 rated flaws, including plain text passwords, an unauthenticated API, allowing unrestricted access to the shipping platform and its customers' data going back decades. Despite weeks of trying to alert the company to the bug, the company failed to respond, so he contacted Zach, and Zach put out the article there. So there we go. Now we've got an article about it. I bet the shit's still vulnerable, though. I mean, if the company didn't respond to the guy who found it, I doubt they responded to the reporter either.
Probably.
Cisco finally ships a bug, fix for the bug, rather. They're used to shipping bugs. Fixes, less so. For a bug that's under attack by China. This one took them a month to fix, and it's another 10 out of 10. This is for their email gateway and secure web manager, which they suspect Chinese spies have been hacking for at least a month.
Good.
It's always the Chinese. What kind of bear is it this time?
Well, I mean, cozy.
Comfy bear?
He's
I like this last line. I'm surprised there's anyone left to fix the bugs after so many Cisco layoffs.
Zing.
They were too busy paying the people that were doing Splunk.
You gotta pay that cash cow over there.
Yeah, right. I gotta trust me. I know that shit's expensive. It hurt my feelings.
Nobody is sure if the U.S. switched off Venezuela's power during Maduro's capture. Wild reporting by the New York Times, if true, as U.S. sources tell the paper that operation to capture Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro earlier in January was aided by a cyber attack that switched off electricity for most residents in Caracas for several minutes. The details are extremely thin, so much so are some of the pushback on the claims, saying that they're lacking evidence compared to previous cyber-related power outages in the Ukraine. For example, Ars Tech writes that there's a good reason for skepticism. Venezuela's government said U.S. missiles were at least partially to blame. Meanwhile, in confirmed cyber news, Venezuela's oil industry is running its day-to-day operations via phone calls and handwritten reports following a December 15th hack on state-owned oil giant Petroles, Petroles something.
It's
We're
fine.
gonna have to bust
It's-
out the Enigma machine again.
There we go. That's all right.
And
That
I wouldn't be
one
surprised if
company
we
in
engage
Venezuela.
in cyber fuckery. You know, take the power out when you're doing some shit like that. Sounds
I
like
mean,
something
that's
you
a
do.
pretty gangster move, honestly.
Right?
Maybe use that Space Force for something useful.
Next, we got Black Basta's leader is now one of the EU's most wanted by German authorities. A year ago, reporters with Der Spiegel identified the admin of the prolific Black Basta ransomware group, a hacker called Oleg. Oleg escaped a courtroom in Armenia in 2024 and remains on the run. Now he
Like a
finds himself
boss.
Just like
In-
dipped outside, like just was in the courtroom and dipped. That's fucking sick.
he finds himself on the EU's most wanted list.
He should sue some movie writers for copyright because that's a scene out of a movie.
Like, I don't think I'm going to stay for this guilty verdict. I'm out.
Honestly based. Honestly based.
No thanks.
do
U.S.
you
support.
How do you say deuces gooses in German?
This is a big one for our our cast here, the U.S. Supreme Court to hear legality of geofence warrants. We all know how shitty it is when companies like Google give up the location data of everybody in an area when the police department just says, hey, we want to know who was in an area at a specific time because a crime happened there. So just hand over all your log data, and companies like Google just hand it over even without a warrant. But it looks like there is a court case about this and going before the Supreme Court to challenge the government's use of geofence warrants. So these are speculative search warrants that allow cops to dump or dive databases at Google and other location grabbing companies to obtain the identities of people who were close to a crime scene when the crime was committed, often under the guise of trying to find a suspect. As you'd imagine, these warrants ensnare entirely innocent people. Rendering geofence warrants illegal would be a good move, but could upend a ton of ongoing criminal cases. So we'll see how that goes.
You can solve this problem by not committing crime, or don't carry your phone when you're gonna.
No, don't get caught.
Yeah, that's the fucking joke, dude.
All right, I got to step away for a minute. I'll be right back, but I still hear you.
All right. So Betterment was hacked and hid notices. Hackers broke into systems run by fintech firm Betterment to send fake correspondence with unsuspecting customers, claiming that the company will triple in value whenever crypto they unwittingly send to a wallet controlled by the hackers. This is pretty much, well, this sounds just like the Elon Musk tweets that were not made by him, but somebody who got into his account.
Mm-hmm.
So you like send money to this crypto address and I will send it back 3 times as much. You know?
Yep.
Same kind of bullshit. Except they use their access to their email system of this company.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've had access to companies' email systems during a pen test, and I was like, what am I going to do with this? And if I were evil, this is what I would have done.
You fish off of it. In fact, that's stuff that I'm fighting I was fighting. What the fuck time is it? 45 minutes ago? Yeah, I was fighting that 45 minutes ago. No joke. About a third party that got compromised, and now I'm fighting the fact that they are sending malicious shit. Yeah, it's great. It's a good time.
Always good times.
Yeah, so
next we got cyber attack fails to disrupt Poland's power. Poland's energy minister told reporters that a massive cyber attack in December aimed at disrupting the comms link between renewable installations and power distributions operators failed. They think Russia was to blame. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I hacked the government, pled guilty from that Tennessee man.
Of course.
Bronx-based school Monroe University confirmed hackers stole sensitive personal and health information of 320,000 people during a 2024 cyber attack. Yeah.
They were late on
that. China dumps U.S. Israeli cyber software. Beijing has told Chinese firms to stop using U.S. and Israeli-made cybersecurity software, citing national security concerns. I mean, look, I don't blame them. It's like there are certain AVs that we won't use, like when we banned Kaspersky in 2024. You know, so if it's made by an opposition, and you're like, don't use their shit.
Don't infosec your ops, bud.
Yeah.
That's don't trust the ops.
FTC says no GPS for GM. The FTC banned GM and its OnStar subsidiary from selling drivers' location data.
Good.
Yep. They've been doing that shit. That's some fucked up shit. GM, other car companies too. Just like it's crazy.
I wanted to piggyback on CrowdStrong's story there about the people being in the network. I think it was 2016. I'm not going to say the client name or anything, but there was a guy that somebody compromised a guy inside the network, and he got so deep, he was on the calls about him, like part of the security team, just playing along with them for 2.5 years.
2.5
And
years?
they finally found him.
Holy fuck, dude. What? That's crazy
Just
work.
create himself an employment record at that point and make it look like he's a paid employee.
He's
Start
an idiot
sending
if he wasn't
payroll.
getting a paycheck.
That's crazy work, dude. 2.5 years is wild.
I think they caught him because he was exfilling too much data all at once.
Great. Oh, Jesus Christ. As somebody who's had to put protocols in place because of that kind of thing, because we were concerned that somebody was in the network, that's crazy fucking work. But also, shame on that security team for not catching that almost immediately.
They hired a security team right after that.
Oh, so it wasn't a security team. It was just some assholes doing a thing, and then they
Their security team was like 3 guys playing pretend.
yeah, sit in a sandbox or a closet's not a security team, bud. Get that shit together. So, yeah, it's the organization's fault. Yeah, no, man, that's a failing business. They got what they earned. That one.
They got bad.
2.5 years, you got.
One of the stupidest ones I saw was the threat actors literally just sent fake invoices for massive amounts of money to the company, and the company just paid the invoices.
Yeah, just pay them.
Yep,
You just ask
that's
them.
BEC.
It's stupid BC. It's like you should at least
No,
match an invoice to like what you fucking did. Was this work actually done? It's like if we worked for this company before. No, just pay it.
Yep.
Hey, there's an invoice for $3 million. This has to be real, right?
Yeah, no, you
The
ask for
CEO is calling. He wants me to get him a gift card for Apple.
Yeah. Okay, so at my old organization, I swear to God, so we didn't work with customers directly. We offered a service that they then used to do what they were doing. So we had one of the administrators for one of these people. The customer had a business, and he had a secretary who fell for one of these scams. And we actually had to end up hunting all of that down. And we couldn't do shit for her. She was out like $600. That sucks. But like the fact that people fall for this is wild. Like there's so many tells. Of course, season eyes, it happens. People don't pay that much attention. They see the one thing and they're like, oh, well, boss says to do the thing. Nobody's willing to fucking call somebody and be like, hey, dude, are you legit about this? Or crazy. Absolute wild.
There's an interesting point there too, because BEC, it's that popular because how many higher ups do you think actually take those security training classes?
Probably not many.
Exactly.
Probably not many, honestly.
They're probably the most likely people to click on a fish than normal employees.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I mean, so for stuff, the organization, like I was talking about prior, they're small shops. They're very small shops. Usually, I don't know, just a couple people. And I don't want to give you any more real information than that. For nobody needs to know about my work.
Little homegrown LLC,
something like that, give or take. They just need some software to do some stuff with. And so, like, you don't get big shops like that. So CEO doesn't mean jack shit anymore. But also, they don't pay attention to that shit.
I had
That's
one
what
job
they're
where
for.
the whole board of directors was old people, and using 2-factor was too much for them. So even though everybody had a 2-factor enabled across the organization, the board got to have it disabled. And one of them had password reuse issues, and they got in through them, and it was a big fucking. Why didn't they have?
They had like admin right through some crazy shit like that because they, somebody didn't understand the path of least access and all kind of. Yeah, it's wild. It's crazy. Absolute nonsense.
keep it going, guys. Keep us in business.
It's got all the financial data for the company because why the fuck wouldn't the board have access to all the financial data?
Fucking mint. If you squint, it's mint, and boy, were they squinting.
So, I'm doing well. I had a few job interviews the past few weeks. I had like 5 interviews one week and like 3 follow-ups the next week. And really hoping with this one specific job. It's an insurance company, but I hope this one comes through. I really had a good interview both with the HR person as well as the person who It's like the CISO person. Like him and I really hit it off. We talked about security cons and seemed to have a good rapport. So we're hoping that one materializes into a job.
Oh no.
Go
Good.
ahead, Strong.
We hope that goes well for you for sure.
Yeah.
I got duckies. So are we just talking about what's going on right now, or what we've done since like Christmas, or what's
What have you done since Christmas?
I went and spent time on an island, and then I went to the Caribbean, and I passed out a whole bunch of fucking ducks. I had these. Somebody's at my door. Great. That can be dealt with later. Anyway, now that that's done, I'm so sorry. So ducks are a thing for me. I went on a Royal Caribbean cruise, I'll tell you that, and those dudes love their ducks, and that's a whole bunch of fun. So I highly recommend if you're going to go on a cruise, go with them because I love them. They're great, but also ducks. So I printed like 140 of these things, right? All these ducks, and I have a whole bunch more right over here. I'm not going to show them all to you because I can't.
You've got ducks.
Ducks. I have been printing since I got home on Monday night.
You got all the ducks. I just gave away my last dick butt. Yes.
Oh no, not the. Wow, that's crazy work.
I finally ran out.
Damn, it's been like 2 years.
I had a threat butt pin from one of the people who actually ran the threat butt website.
That's sick. But yeah, so I've printed all these ducks. I printed 140 of them, and I ran out in 2 days. I had to severely scale back at the point that after day 2, because I was like, oh, the first day I ran out of like 7 of these, and I put them out and whatever, and then some of them I gave out. I had some black ones and I had some gold ones, and so I was like, okay, so I've gotten through 3 or 4, maybe 7 of these. Not a big deal. I have 140 of them. I'll be fine for the week. No, second day we picked up real hard, and then it was me and some other folks are giving these out and hiding them and doing all kinds of other shit. And like it's the end of the 3rd day, and I've got like 20 of these left. I'm like, well, shit, that's a problem. So I was woefully underprepared with the ducks, and so I will have to, or I am now printing to make sure I have no intended or planned cruise for the future or the near future. But you can bet your sweet ass I'll have fucking enough ducks. God damn it. Because it was fun, because people love them, and it just makes them happy, and it just made my cruise. It was one of the greatest parts of the cruise.
Be a dick, print them out of resin so they got some nice gravity to them, and just throw them at Jeeps.
Yeah, that's it. So that nonsense happened. It was great. Let's see what else is going on. I went and hung out on Tybee. Went and hung out on the island. It was a great time. New Year's, just hanging out there. Had about a week. Was good. Took some time off work. Didn't give a flying fuck about nothing for like 2 weeks. It's great because burnout's real. Take care of your mental health, kids. The business will be there when you get back. I promise. Fuck them. Let's see what else. Christmas. Yeah, Christmas was a thing. Christmas was a thing that existed and happened, I guess. Yeah, we haven't seen each other since the Delta episode, so like it's been some time.
Yeah, it's been like a month.
Yeah, it's been some time. So traveling, obviously, just kind of staying out of. I wanted to get away from computer screens for 5 minutes, and so I did, and it's been good for the health. But I miss you guys. I'm glad that we're back together now.
Same, dude. What about you, Steve? What have you been up to?
I live so far away from my family that I just kind of spent Christmas by myself. New Year's, I went to a buddy's house for dinner and came home, had a little fire, cleaned the house. And then this last 2 weeks, I was in Colorado for a funeral.
You've been building.
Which, shout out to all the guys in Denver. Because I was driving from one side of the state to the other, and we were just passing through Denver, and I tagged myself in Denver. It just boom, people flood me like, come hang out. And I was like, sorry guys, no time. So shout out to Pyro and all you motherfuckers out there. Maybe next time.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It was my grandma on my mom's side. So that is, last one on that side. But it was a good service. Got to see some old friends. It was pretty good.
Good.
And then yeah, I'm working on some stuff.
Yeah, you're building
I'm
some shit. I don't know
revamping.
what- That's cool.
There's like 3 things happening: revamping the server rack and the game room. So that's
Mhm.
going to look completely different because I'm reorganizing the speakers and everything. The library's cleaned up, and then I'm building a huge awning in the backyard, pouring a slab of concrete to get me a hot tub.
Cool. Sick.
All by hand because the last guy that tried to use a bobcat destroyed my backyard. So I'm just going to go do it like the old-fashioned way with a shovel.
Mhm.
I used to build bike jumps and ramps and trails, so like it'll only take me a couple days.
Don't you live in an HOA? Don't you have to have some kind of permits or some shit for that?
My fence is tall enough.
Sick. Love that.
Dude, I straight up emailed him because there's nothing in the covenants that say height of the fence, only how far it could be away from the house. And I emailed the guy to clarify, just so I'm clear here, there's no height restrictions on the fence. And he said, nope. So I got the tallest ones I could find at Home Depot, and it looks like a castle.
Excellent.
Nice.
I just need to come hang out with you guys. It's been a while since I've done Steve shit. I miss it.
We're going to have another get together in the next few weeks to get that CNC machine working. Because that guy that you referenced that was over this weekend, he's another super smart coder.
Okay.
We've got another smart coder. We're going to get a bunch of coders together and see if we can unfuck that German firmware.
I've got a trip. So the next trip I'm taking is at the end of February. I'll be out of state. If you guys do it after that, you may be able to catch me, and I'll come up and hang out for a weekend just to, bullshit my way through it. I might not be of any use with your thing there, but I'll fuck around. I don't give a fuck.
Emotional support. We always have fun.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
either
drink
we
all
get
your
it
beer.
working or I'm getting rid of it because it's taken up my entire garage. That thing's like 6 foot by 8 foot.
Yep.
The only thing that's not working is the Z-axis, and it's definitely a firmware thing. You can see where the problem is. I just don't know how to fix it.
Well, if you got a whole bunch of smart people, I'm sure that they can figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But yeah, if depending on when you guys do it, let me know, and I may or may not come up there. Have you seen me since I lost the Jeep?
No, I only saw the pictures of it.
Okay, cool. Well, then it's really nice. It is really nice. So yeah, the new ride. Yeah.
I got a message. Adrian now. He's writing in the thing. He's like, "Why is the stream in portrait mode? Weird." Well,
Oh, yeah,
It does
there are
both.
two
Try
streams.
flipping your phone
Two
around. I don't know.
streams.
There's
There are
two
two
streams.
streams.
One's in portrait mode and one's regular. So just
Yep.
go to the channel and pick
Yeah.
the other stream.
I hate that it does that. I have no idea why it's doing that, but it has for a couple of weeks now.
I figured it
It's-
out at the end of the last episode, but now that option is gone.
It's an update
I
to
don't see it.
StreamYard.
Mm-hmm. Back to fucking scammers, all the duckies. I have a USB rubber ducky. I love mine. Thanks. I'm totally late to the chat here, but yeah, portrait. Okay, so not too late because it's only that was 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I have rubber duckies. I also have USB rubber duckies, but I have rubber duckies. Let's see.
USB rubber ducky party at Strong's house. We just got to fit in Sledge's huge antenna stick.
I got rubber duckies. See the rubber ducky, actual rubber duckies that were a gift. Oh shit! It cool. All right. Well, that's a thing that happened, and I didn't know it happened. And then I have this thing, this fucking monstrosity that I was gifted for Christmas. If I can get it out of its box, it's a big old fucking squish. It looks so stupid. It looks so stupid, but you can squish. I love it so much. It's so stupid. It's so
But
dumb.
speaking of USB rubber duckies, sounds like
Yeah.
I'm getting my mouth surgery in the next few months. And I'm actually going to take this to the dentist and see if he can put this in my front teeth when they replace my teeth.
What the
So you
fuck?
can pull your front teeth out and have a USB stick.
My brother in Christ, stop that. Satan. Yes, we know that we have a stream in landscape in portrait mode. That is a thing that got brought up a couple weeks ago, and it is a thing that is happening now. We aren't 100% positive on that, but it sure is a thing that's happening now. This duck is. He looks weird.
He looks a bit like he's on the syndrome, the spectrum,
spectrum
or something.
Yeah, he might be on the spectrum. That's definitely a plausibility.
Give him a toss so he's takes a break from the spectrum.
No, it doesn't flatten like I was hoping it would. Oh, it's got
I need
air in
one
it.
of those. I need one of those to go next to my cock.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's it. I can find out where this one got bought and send you in the right direction if you'd like.
Just don't lend it to Steve, and if you do, wash it later.
I'm not giving him my duck. I'm in.
Well, duck you too,
I
buddy.
actually have a whole bunch of my ducks up here next to my cock. But yours is a little more floppy than mine is.
So did I show you the tire caps I made that are dicks? I gave a set of those away yesterday too. They're glow in the dark, so he's gonna put them on his grandma's car.
Sick. I love being a child. It's so much fun. I do. I love being a child. It's so much fun.
Some Peter Pan syndrome.
When a brother duck loves a sister duck, yeah, that's about right. This is Alabama, but for ducks.
Some quackery is afoot.
Some quackery is afoot. There you go. That's it.
Armstrong's like, I just want to show off all my ducks today.
Dude, I have been printing ducks for the last like 48 hours, and I got a lot of ducks. Now these aren't printed. I was talking about the other ones, but I got a lot of ducks, and I'm going to have a lot more ducks before the end of it. It's going to be too many ducks.
Wait.
The whole
When a brother duck
duck-
loves a sister duck, that's how you get geese, right?
No. He's talking about this one. It's a
potato. It's a potato duck.
not the potato duck.
Was it about like a year ago now when I saw like Jason Street and a bunch of other popular InfoSec people on X or whatever the hell the platform was then. They're all posting pictures with ducks everywhere, putting ducks in random places, and yeah, that was like a thing for a while.
Yeah, we just give them out on Royal Caribbean cruises because ducks are a thing. I just printed mine as opposed to going and buying them because
how much was the Wi-Fi?
You still bought it, but in a roundabout way.
I mean, yeah, technically. Let's see, I paid for a day of internet and I think I paid like $28 for it because I have I get a discount on it. But only because my Spotify fucked up. Which I know, shame on me. Spotify's a big fucking, especially with the Anna's Archive thing, but it's the only one I'll pay for, man. I have a Plex server, I have all kinds of other stuff built, ready to go. But man, I can't keep up with my music taste. So there's that. Anyway. Leave a bunch of ducks everywhere. Play my student card, and Freaknik was fun last year. It was a boatload of fun. I will actually probably be there again this year. I recommend you guys come with me. I know Ev will be there, but like you guys could come hang out.
Hey, screw Freaknik. Go to Cactus Con.
Shout out again to Jessica for coming to hang out with us. It was a wonderful time. We really enjoyed having you. And, all of Nashtec was based as hell. So, like, you guys are top notch.
Everly watch Scientifically Accurate DuckTales.
No, I haven't. But I am terribly, terribly afraid to do that. Because I know
one
about
where he jumps into the pile of gold and just goes splat.
I feel there's more to it than that. Whenever somebody says scientifically accurate and duck, it's always about a corkscrew penis. Every time. 1000%. Guaranteed. So, there's that. Oh, hey, look! It's actually a little tray. Look at that! It's a little tray, and the little duckies fit in the back.
You know, ducks aren't the only animals with corkscrew penises.
Are you trying to tell us something about yourself?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This joke is just getting twisted.
Shut the fuck! Where's Evelyn when we need her?
She's drowning in ducks.
Come hang out. Come hang out this year. It'll be fun. In terms of Freaknik, I also will bring the Malort.
Ew.
I did that last year. I will bring a lot more Malort.
This is like you guys are like, what's the nastiest tasting booze? I don't get
Dude,
that.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck their thing is about that, but they sure did. And I took like 3 bottles, and I brought one of them home. And the only reason I brought it home is because it ended up in a closet, and nobody knew it was there until the end of the con. But like, I have Freaknik 26 on it in my cabinet in the bar, because now I hate myself enough to buy a bottle every year to take with me, just so I can put the year that Freaknik was on it and then put it in the bar. So
I want to buy some bottles just to have to gift to old bosses that I don't like.
I know where I can get some. I have to have them ordered, but I mean, if you need some, I know a guy that can get them for you.
That would just be hilarious. Here, boss, I got you some nice liquor. He opens it.
Hey, Sled, you see, Harley lives 2 hours from Freaknik. You could just carpool there with her.
There you go. Or you just come hang out some weekend.
I think 5. I think I drove 5 hours to Freaknik. Didn't bother me.
5 million hours.
Yeah, that was it. I enjoy driving though, so like it doesn't bother me. I like traveling, so it's good. It's good. But yeah, we're out here, fam. We are alive. We're doing well. We've got. I was the adult. Okay, so I was the adult for the first time in my life for a family vacation because I took my parents with me on the cruise. It has made me appreciate because I was a Disney kid. My parents took us to Disney every year. Talk about privileged or whatever. We went to Disney, went to Orlando, and Disney every year, and yeah, it never occurred to me how much being the adult in a vacation sucked, especially when you're going out of
Disneyland once as a kid, and I was just pissed there were no upside downy rides.
Oh
Yeah, that's more a Great Adventure thing.
Yeah. That's Disneyland, not Disney World. World is in Orlando. Land is in California. Yeah, Adrian, come hang out at Freaknik. A whole bunch of cool people are there. I'm sure you'll probably know some of them. So I hung out with who did I hang out with this year? Noid was there this year, and a couple other folks. They were pretty sick. They were good folks. Yeah,
very good.
Well, it's been an hour. Would you guys like to now that we know that we're alive, we're all here, we're all doing the thing and breathing, and as I said, we've confirmed that Ev's alive. So that's
and my supper is here.
All right, well, let's call it. It's nice catching up with you all, and I'll see you next week.
Deuces, gooses.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.